Hi, so today we are having another conflict management lesson. 所以今天我们在上的课就是冲突管理。So what I'll be touching on today will be personal boundaries. 所以今天我要讲的就是自人界限。So I'll be talking about two parts. So the first part will be about setting your own personal boundaries and then also respecting other people's personal boundaries. OK， 所以今天我要讲的有两个东西，第一个就是怎样设定你自己的界限，还有怎样尊重别人的界限。So first on setting personal boundaries, what are personal boundaries? They're basically rules or limits to how people can behave with you. So it's about you knowing what's your own level of tolerance and telling people what they can or cannot do when they are around you or how where do you draw the line with interaction with other people? OK， 所以什么是界限？你的界限会告诉别人，他们应该怎样跟你们沟通。Then，最重要的就是你要懂得了解自己的气度，然后用这个气度，造出你自己的个人界限。then 跟别人讲 ，OK， 你跟我讲话的时候，你可以讲这个东西，可是不可以跟我讲到这个东西。Okay, so an example is like knowing your tolerance on certain topics and then telling people, okay, I don't want to talk about this because it's I cannot it's past my threshold of tolerance already. So take it as an example. So personal boundaries, right? It's different for your personal boundary may be different for different people. So for example, you may not let strangers know this portion of you. This whole circle is your boundary for other people. So they only stay on the outside of this circle. Okay, but for friends and family, maybe they can go into this portion, but they cannot go into the darker portion. This is where no one can cross. Okay, so different people you may set boundaries differently for different people lah. Okay， 所以一个例子就是，如果这是你 ，then 这个圈圈和这个圆圈就是你的个人界限，所以你的个人界限跟不同人可能会不一样，所以例如跟陌生人讲话的时候，你可能对他们有这个个人界限，可是当你跟家人和朋友的时候，可能他们能跟你靠近多一点，可是这个比较深的部分没有任何人可以走过啦，这是你自己的最深的自己的部分，那你就不要跟别人不要别人碰到这个部分 ，OK？ So how do you set your personal boundaries? So some things you can ask yourself are like, what do you dislike about others? Like, what do you not like people doing? And another thing is, what are you scared of? And what makes you uncomfortable or triggered? So these are things that can, when you identify these things, when you answer these questions, these are the things that you know are your personal boundaries. So example, if talking about a certain topic makes you uncomfortable, then your personal boundary will be you cannot other people cannot talk about this to you, or other people cannot bring this up with you. Okay, so that is how you set your personal boundaries. It's by asking yourself questions about things that you may not like or you may feel uncomfortable about. Okay, 所以怎样设定你的界限？所以你可以问自己一些问题，像你最不喜欢别人做什么事？ Then 还有你最怕还是你怕什么东西？还有什么东西会让你感到不安，还是有融化的感受？所以例如如果你不喜欢跟别人讲某件事 ，then 你的个人界限就是别人不可以跟你提到这件事，这个题目。OK， 所以你怎样设定你的界限，就是你就要问自己这些类似的问题。So an example is that maybe Tom doesn't like people talking too much, and he's scared of people shouting at him, and he also feels uncomfortable when people touch him. So these are things that he cannot accept. OK， 所以例如 Tom 他不喜欢别人说太多话。then 他也是很怕别人骂他的。then 当别人动他的时候，他会感到不安。所以这就是一些东西 Tom 就不可以接受的。So then what are his boundaries? So his boundaries may be that since he doesn't let people talk too much, then he'll need some quiet time. And when you talk to him, you cannot raise your voice at him. And also, it's important to give him his personal space, so a physical distance, and not just randomly touching him or shaking his hand or whatever. So these are some of his boundaries. OK， 所以他回答了这些问题后，所以他的界限是什么呢？可能他需要一些安静的时间，因为他不喜欢别人讲太多，对吗？所以他可以跟别人讲话，可是讲话后他需要一些时间跟自己静一下。then 他也是你跟他讲话的时候，你也不可以大喊大叫。then 最后就是要给他一些个人距离，所以因为他不喜欢别人乱动他，对吗？所以你也是要记得跟他讲话的时候，不要乱跟他握手，不要拍他的肩膀还是什么东西。所以这就是他的界限。So this is the similar to the boundary circle just now. So this may be these are some of the boundaries, okay? 所以像刚才我给你们看的那个那个图表，所以这就是它的界限。Okay, so now that you've set your own boundaries, you need to know how to accept and respect other people's boundaries. Okay, 所以现在你设定了自己的界限，你就要知道怎样尊重别人的界限。So the important thing to note is that everyone has different personal boundaries. So some things that you can accept, other people may not be able to take it, and vice versa. And also do not judge or criticize other people's personal boundaries. So just because you can handle a certain topic doesn't mean that other people can do so. So if someone tells you that they don't want to talk about this certain thing, even though you are comfortable with doing so, you have to respect that. You shouldn't criticize them or ask them hey, why cannot I can talk about it what? You have to know how to respect that. Okay? 所以怎样尊重别人的界限？重要的就是你要记得，每一个人有不同的界限，所以你可能能接受一些东西，可是别人可能不能接受这些东西，所以你就要知道，你就要接受，你就要知道别人的界限跟你的是不一样的。then 你也是不要批评别人的界限，所以如果可能你要跟你的朋友讲一些东西，可是你的朋友讲我对这个题目感到有一些不安，所以你听了后，虽然你对这个题目你可以讲话，对这个题目你 OK 的，可是别人可能对这个题目不 OK。所以你不要因为这样你就问他，为什么会这样想？因为我自己也可以讲这些事，可是为什么你不可以？你就要知道别人跟你是不一样的嘛，所以我们的界限就也是会不一样。So, here's an example. So this is Tom, and you remember Tom, these are his personal boundaries, right? Then this is Mary. So Mary can shake hands with people but cannot hug. So unlike Tom, who totally cannot touch other people, Mary is okay with shaking hands. And Tom needs quiet time, right? But Mary, on the other hand, needs people to accompany her most of the time. So you see the difference in their boundaries. Okay, 所以你这个例子就是Tom， 你记得 Tom 刚才需要安静的时间 ，then 需要一些个人距离 ，then 不要跟别人不要跟他大喊大叫。那你就看 Mary 的界限跟他的不一样，所以Mary 对握手是 OK 的，可是不可以拥抱。then 他跟 Tom 是相反的 ，Mary 就需要有人陪他。OK， 所以你看 他们两个的界限是不一样的，可是我们就要尊重他们两个的界限。Okay, so now you think about it. What if, because Mary thinks that shaking hands are okay, right? What if Mary tries to shake Tom's hand without asking? So how would Tom feel? Okay, 所以你看这个例子，如果你记得Tom 不喜欢别人动他，可是 Mary 觉得握手是 OK 的，所以如果 Mary 就去握 Tom 的手，就怎么办？Tom 会感到很不安，对吗？ Then 可是 Mary 觉得，诶，其实是 OK 的吗？所以怎么办？ So if you are Tom, you have to tell Mary, I'm sorry, but I'm uncomfortable with personal touch. We can wave at each other instead. Okay? So you have to express that you're uncomfortable with it, and you have to tell them in a respectful manner. Okay? 所以如果你是 Tom， 你就需要跟 Mary 讲，不好意思，我对触摸有一些不舒服，我们挥挥手就好了。OK， 所以如果你对一件事有一点不安，还是那就是过了你的界限，你就要跟对方讲。你跟他们讲就是要跟他们有礼貌的讲啦，不要讲不可以讲，你可能会吓到他，还是他们会觉得有点不开心啦，所以你就要知道怎样跟别人讲你对这件事是不安的。Okay, so now here's an activity. We are going to set our own personal boundaries. So if you already know what your personal boundaries are, you can just write it in the program journal. But if you don't know what your personal boundaries are, then consider these 3 questions again. Okay, what do you dislike about others? What are you scared of? And what makes you uncomfortable or triggered? So think of this and then turn it into your personal boundaries. So what if you dislike something about other people? Then this is what something people cannot do when they are around you. Okay, so think about it and then you can write it down in the program journal. Okay, 所以现在我们的活动就是要设定界限。所以如果你已经知道你的界限是什么，你可以把它写下来。可是如果你不知道，你就可以问自己，你不喜欢跟别人做些什么，还是你怕什么 ？Then 有什么东西会让你感到不安，还是触发什么感受 ？OK， 所以你就可以问问自己 ，then 把它写下来。Okay, so if other than that, if there's no other questions, then yeah, so then that's it for today. Okay, 所以如果你还没有任何问题，then 今天就到此为止。